directly to your desktop or mobile device. Plus, uncover new podcasts you can only find on thegreatvoice.com.
It's tea time for Spin on Golf on 760 WJR. Live at Fox Hills Golf and Banquet Center in Plymouth. Presented by Rocket Mortgage and the Rocket Mortgage Classic coming to Detroit Golf Club June 29th through July 2nd. Now, here are your hosts, PGA professionals Jordan Young, Brian Cairns, Mike Fay, and WJR's own Sean Baligian.
Well, glad you could join us. A beautiful, beautiful Sunday here. Only a couple weeks away from Michigan's major. I can't believe Championship Sunday is just 2 weeks from today. Boy, it really crept up. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, including a couple of the guys that I'm with tonight. 3 of the guys that I'm with, as a matter of fact. Mike Fay, BC, Jordan Young. Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Uncle's Day. Can I say that, Mr. Rieger? The world's greatest uncle, Dave Rieger.
We gave him a little chocolate covered.
He's done a bad
what is
guy
this
for
thing
a
called?
Bronco, a pretzel.
Pretzel.
Yeah.
Courtesy of the Scheffler's grad party last night in Carlson. But
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Are you in the same routine, right? I'm in so many graduation parties. It's unbelievable.
So
Really? Don't reply.
You don't do it for real?
Don't reply.
Last year I went to 3. My son had one the year before. I think I've been to 4 total ever. We don't do that in Canada.
Oh, gee.
Yeah. I know you had one last week.
We had one last week, and of course, it didn't rain for 23 straight days, and it poured the entire time.
That's right. You got hailed on?
No. I mean, it was miserable.
It
pouring.
was brutal.
It really was, and it was funny because then when it started pouring, we had every kid at our house. So instead of going to the next graduation party, every kid stayed at our house. I'm not joking. We had probably 1/5 of Northville's graduating class at our house.
Was the chef cranky?
No, you know what? We actually we went out to a local Middle Eastern place, and we got it all catered that way.
I thought you were going to smoke up the place.
I wanted to. My wife was like, "No,
you got shot down.
Shake hands and kiss babies and all that." I
was
like,
I wanted to see that face.
Careful
what
you
that
say.
Face?
We're on air here.
Can I show that face to your wife?
Mike Fay as well. Mike, trust everything well. Your daughter just got done with her sophomore year, right?
Yes, she did. And happy Father's Day to everybody out there up north celebrating with my family, which is pretty cool. All of us guys getting together.
U.S. Open, of course, underway. Now, I want to get to this because Punk
of the week already.
We had a conversation about this earlier, and I purposely didn't respond. I usually respond, but I was like, no, I'm saving this for the air. I'm saving it for the air. I absolutely loved the U.S. Open in prime time last night. Like sitting on my couch at 8:00, watching this on a Saturday night. It was like I was making jokes to my family. I said, this is what Father's Day should be. Leave me alone. I'm on the couch. I'm watching this.
That's the way every night.
6:36 start time.
It is.
6:36 start time.
I loved it, but
it's like a hockey game.
BC brought something up, and I 100% agree. From 8:00 to I would say about 10:20.
Good night.
It was outstanding. I loved watching it. When it got dark, it was silly. It was silly watching it. It really was.
I mean, why'd they do that? I mean, they had the same amount of players today. They moved it up.
An hour.
Yeah.
What's the
2:30 was the start time for the last group today.
You know what? I'm in bed for 2 hours when they're done. My wife and I watched it for an hour. I'm like, we both were starting to fall asleep. It was brutal.
More importantly, though, why did they start at 9:30?
Yeah.
In the morning.
Yeah.
These guys, it's a major, and they got to play 2 or 3 holes in like shadows and dark.
Yep.
That doesn't make sense. Like normally, they probably would have blew the horn, and they would have come out and played 2 more holes the next day.
Yeah.
But I think they forced them to kind of finish. I didn't hear the telecast. I didn't hear the conversation.
I didn't.
I just saw it.
I was in bed, but it's brutal. That's all I can say.
Mike,
brutal, boring.
Mike, did you feel the same way? Listen, this wasn't the match. This wasn't even some, not to disrespect, this was a major on prime time on a Saturday night. It was great for a while until it wasn't.
It was. I just passed out all of a sudden. I remember like the really good shot that Fowler hit on the par 3, and then all of a sudden it was in the morning talking to my bride and saying, "Hey, did he make that putt?" I don't know. I fell asleep too. So
That was what, like
that's
the
where
eighth
I
hole?
was.
The ninth hole?
Yeah, it was tough.
Well,
I mean,
Scheffler makes that. Go
I
ahead.
don't know. I just don't know about.
Scheffler makes that great shot.
Yeah. I saw
Mike, say it. You know.
Say it, Mike.
Say it.
Say it.
Say it.
Say it.
Be like BC.
Not very
just
good.
Let it go. Set it free,
Not
Mike.
good. And not happy at all about that.
Scheffler
I don't like watching things on
Scheffler
replay.
Yeah. Scheffler makes that miraculous shot on 17 and it's dusk. It's like that's
what I'm play one more.
Yeah, and he's got exactly. And I'm sitting there going, "What are we doing?" It went from this is really cool to okay, what are we doing? Like I texted out, I go, "Wow, this is great." And then oh, what are we doing here?
Look at my wife chiming in. Terrible
Was it terrible?
too.
Tell her thanks for the pizza
Yeah,
tonight.
thanks for the pie there.
Yes,
honey.
Appreciate that.
But Jordan, to your point, this is a major. It should be treated as a major.
We could have done a better job.
Yeah.
We could have said we're starting at this time so the guys can all complete the round, whether it takes 4 hours, 4:20, 4:20, 5:20, figure it out.
Yeah.
Now, so they figured it out today and they push it ahead an hour. I mean, was there some kind of magical thing we didn't know about that they need to start at 9:30?
For what it's worth, right now, Rory and Clark are
10
atop the leaderboard at 10 under. Ricky Fowler has dropped a stroke. I'm going to repeat what I told these guys off the air before the show started. Scheffler at 7 under. Jordan, you said it best. I think most people are rooting for Ricky. I think that's safe to say. All right.
I would think if you ask everybody in the country, I would say probably 75% are pulling for Ricky.
He's been due for a while, et cetera, et cetera.
And of those 75, maybe 35% or less think he will win.
Well, and that's that's what I was going to say
Right.
to you guys. As I was watching it yesterday, it coming down the stretch, especially when he missed that next to a gimme at 18.
We couldn't see the hole.
Yeah,
It's freaking dark, man.
I thought to
Things are
myself,
different.
oh, okay, is how's he going to respond from that? How's he is he going to come out? You know, is that going to tick him off because he lost the lead? He was going to be all by himself at the top of it. He missed that near gimme. I don't want to. It wasn't a gimme. Okay, it was
2.5 feet.
It was 2.5 feet.
No, it was longer than that. It was it was 3 feet, like 11 inches. They said.
Oh, really? Was
Yeah.
it? That's
And then here's my response to that is when he made the bomb on the par 3. I don't know if it was it 9. I don't know what hole it was, but he made like a bomb. It was probably
it was like
60 feet
I
from the
think
fringe.
67. I think.
He didn't respond.
Yeah.
He just went and pricked up his ball and went in. Now he did make a couple of hand gestures after he missed the putt and he made the second putt on 18. But then he went and signed autographs after he came out of the press box for I don't know how long. It might have been 20 or 30 minutes. He didn't leave until he signed them all. I don't
He's the
know.
best.
Maybe he just I think he's in a good mental space right now. I hope he pulls through. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? You got
Not for
McIlroy.
Rory.
I think
not for
Clark
Rory.
might wind up winning. And I don't know
I would
where
like
he's
that.
at, but
I'd like him to win it personally.
Just one thing before we go to the break. I just want 3 words, not a merger. I just want to make sure everybody knows.
Not
Is that
a
an
merger.
official logo? Is that a
That's taped
Oh,
on.
it's not one of those like new hats with the
Oh,
with
look
the
what's
Velcro
underneath
thing?
it. Look what's underneath it.
And those who aren't watching online, BC has a piece of tape, a 2-sided tape with nut and merger written on there. Actually, nice spelling, by the way. That's the best print job I've
had
seen you
to
ever made.
look it up.
You did not do that.
I did it.
That's your handwriting?
That's my penmanship. Yes.
That's great.
That's the best penmanship I've ever seen you make in
Yep.
25 years.
Yeah.
I think we were talking
And there's
about
a
it.
lip
It's
off
a,
logo underneath it.
Sean,
What's
it's
that,
a,
Mike?
It wasn't it that we talked about last week. It's a sponsored partnership.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sponsored partnership.
That's right.
Mhm.
You
That's
know
what it
It's
is.
called a capital infusion. When somebody puts capital in their company, they own it.
I couldn't believe
Mhm.
for the life of me, we haven't had a chance to talk about this. I know, BC, you and I have privately, how more people didn't see how this was going to end. It boggles my mind. This is something I know. I'll let you in a little secret. We all kind of talked about this a long time ago.
Yeah.
And it is amazing to me. Now, was I caught off guard when it happened? Absolutely. Did I expect it as quickly? No. But this was how it was going to end. There was no other way. This is how it was going to end, BC.
Money, 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 money.
You got it.
Not going away.
Nope. Too much money. All right. More on the U.S. Open. Of course, we've got the LPGA.
Meyer
My
Classic.
man Mike Fay is all over the Meyer Classic. Not too far from here. And lots of U.S. Open coverage. Glad you could join us. It is Spin on Golf on a Sunday night, taking you up to the Michigan Panthers down at Ford Field. Glad you could join us here on a Sunday night. Happy Father's Day, 760 WJR.
Are you paying too much?
The infamous words of Tom Gillis, fairway divots will decide this championship.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like that.
How did it end up here? Do you guys, I mean, it's got to be, is it the M word again? Money? How did it end up at this course?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, because I saw a lot of people talking about that.
I don't know, but I've got mixed emotions with this.
You know, I mean, they're kind of seen as the U.S. Open Northeast typical play the same golf courses.
Yeah.
So I think the USGA, the new guy, well, this happens,
Juan?
10, 12 years down the road.
Juan?
You just don't get a golf course.
Yeah.
Like next year, then we're going to play the Open there. So,
Yeah, it's like about 10 years out, 8 or 10 years out.
yeah, then it's even more. It's 15 now, and now they've got their own course designer for this. That's the problem. It's not the USGA, it's the course designer. I mean, how about that opening tee shot? You see that opening tee shot?
Yeah.
Like, what
It's
is
like
that?
a blind.
What kind of
Yeah.
a shit show is it?
Yeah.
What show?
Poop show?
Cheap show. It was a cheap show.
Cheap
cheap.
I got where you're going to look up so fast.
Yeah.
Uh,
Special shout out to Jeff Marshall.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff.
Hey,
How
Jeff.
you doing? Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm sure. You can get a text, Jeff.
We're gonna do that podcast.
Happy
Yeah.
Father's Day.
What's paying you? What's taking you so long? Whoa.
All right, so we have Langwell at 6:32. Do you want to just go to LPGA here, Mikey? Is that cool with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right.
Come on, Ricky. He is really swinging nicely, though. I will say that.
When did Butch start with him again? December.
Oh man, what is
That's a
that?
big miss.
That's so far short.
That was big miss.
I mean, that's 30 yards short.
Yeah, let me have that water. Thanks. It's got vodka in it? Okay, good.
Rory.
Okay, fan it way right. Come on, get under it. Get under it. Get under it. Ooh.
No, it's hanging in there.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh my!
Did you see his opening tee shot yesterday? 270 or 378 or 388.
Oh, how about
388, and then he hit a 9-iron from 188 or something.
No, he was 206. He had 180 front edge.
Yeah, and he hit a 9-iron. And he landed on the front edge, and it
It's kind of 12 feet.
scooted back 12 feet.
It's like, okay. Thank you very much.
600 and something yard par 5.
No,
No, it's
not
not
Rory.
that different.
No, his clubs are old standard.
It's about 125 metros.
And
Experience is
he's
very not an endorsement.
actually a pretty good golfer.
Welcome back. It's Spin on Golf on WJR, presented by Rocket Mortgage and the Rocket Mortgage Classic coming to Detroit Golf Club June 29th through July 2nd. Once again, here are PGA professionals Jordan Young, Brian Cairns, Mike Fay, and WJR's own Sean Baligian.
Well, firm and fast were the words that we heard before this tournament. It was funny. I was watching some stuff on the Golf Network Wednesday night, and it's
PGA Tour channel.
PGA Tour channel. Sorry.
Sorry.
I probably heard 10 different guys use the term firm and fast, and I think we saw that the first day, a couple of 62s out there, and we'll see what today holds. But again, just before we jump over to the Meyer Classic and the LPGA, Mike Fay's all over that. Just a reminder, in case you're in your car, you don't got a chance to see what's going on. Rory and Wyndham Clark atop the leaderboard at 10 under Ricky. Ricky Fowler just a stroke
So,
back.
Sean, so I'd say if you are in your car and you're not watching it on your phone or something, you're an idiot. Come on, multitask and watch the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
Am I liable for saying that on WJR right now?
Or to set your alarm for 8 o'clock and watch the back nine.
Yeah, watch the back nine.
Yeah, you can also do that. Yeah, you can also do that.
If you want to take a little siesta before we get to 8 p.m., catch the back nine.
Of course, leave your radio on to Michigan Panther football.
That's right
as well.
That's right, Mike. Yep.
There you go.
Got a win to
Renwick
get
talking.
in today.
Yes, absolutely.
The Generals.
Mike Fay, just a couple hours away. The Meyer LPGA taking place. Beautiful course out there. I've had a chance to get out there. What do you got for us?
Yes, over at Blythefield, we had from Ireland, Leona Maguire firing the, I believe I was checking, the low round of the day of 64 to win by 2 shots over Aria Jakartagaran, your favorite player, Mr. Jordan Young. And that's right.
Frank's
Just a personal note on her. My daughter and I got to meet her when we went down to the Solheim Cup. And I tell you what, you want to talk about an outstanding young lady and spending all this time with us and talking to my daughter. We are big fans of hers. So that was really, really cool to see today. We had a hole-in-one today by Jennifer Kupchow. In case you guys didn't see it, it was on the
13.
Let's see, it's the par 3 fifth hole today with a pitching wedge from 125. And CME will donate $20,000 to the St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital as part of the CME Group Cares Challenge. So pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's
very
pretty
cool.
awesome, right?
How about McGuire?
How about the finish?
Leona, 6 under the last 6. She had an eagle, 4 birdies, and a par. Came back from 1 back.
That's
Pretty
right.
cool. Yeah.
Very, very good.
It's a good
Love
finish.
it. Yeah, it was really good. So hopefully all of you guys that are listening to us tonight got to watch the ladies over there. It's pretty cool that we've got a few tournaments with the LPGA Tour right here at home.
Yeah.
Leona Maguire takes home $375,000. Mike, I'm not even going to try the young lady's name from Thailand, so I'm going to go ahead and apologize to you ahead of time. Finishing second with $230,318. So there you go. There's
Come
your
on, give it a
earnings.
shot.
What did you say? 320 what?
Yeah.
$230,000,
No.
$318. Yep.
230, not 320?
No.
That's second place.
Second place.
Second.
First
I'm
place was
sorry. I'm
375.
sorry.
So, come
Jordan
on,
can
give it a
say it,
shot.
Sorry.
Sean. Jordan knows how to say it. Aria.
Jutanagarn.
There it is.
Jutanagarn.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Jutanagarn.
So it is Jutanagarn?
Jutanagarn.
Okay.
She's got a sister, Mo.
Yeah.
Mo May.
All right. Outstanding. So, yeah, that's it. That's a beautiful course. You guys have been out there, right? I'm guessing?
Blythefield? Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Cool
cool.
spot.
Cool
Yeah.
place.
They-
I like the river.
Meyer puts on a wonderful show out there. They really have. If you haven't had a chance to get out there and see it with your own 2 eyes, I've been fortunate enough to do some live broadcasts from out there. So, yes. By the way, Jason Langwell unfortunately can't join us tonight. We'll
What,
catch
he's
up-
out?
But we can talk a few special things. That are
I would
coming
love
up
to.
there.
Yeah. But dude, we're only a couple weeks
I know.
away. It's insane.
What's it? I guarantee he's on the back nine.
So not to stir things up, not to stir things up, but
Here we
Yeah.
go. Here we go. We got Sargent coming.
356,000 is 14th place for 14th place in the U.S. Open today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what did she win? 375 for winning?
Okay, so yeah, 386 is
It was
13th.
375.
375, yeah.
Now I'll just leave it there.
All right, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
I'll ask you. How do we change that? How do we get?
I don't
more
know if it will
sponsorship?
change, to be honest with
Yeah.
you. Unless
Dude,
somehow,
Oh, it will.
unless somehow
It will.
it comes from
Not a
The-
merger.
I
the-
knew you were going there.
Unless it
No,
comes
I
from
knew you were going
the
there.
sponsored friendship or whatever.
A spark,
and
yeah,
it
sponsored
becomes-
partnership.
becomes,
Yeah.
I mean, that would be big headway for them to do a lot.
Oh,
of
it'd be
that.
huge. Absolutely.
New leader, Wyndham
Yeah.
Clark. Anyway,
That's
Mikey,
just a little. That's just a little. you
Mikey,
know,
I think that's been their plan the whole time.
I think so
That's
too.
been my suspicion with the because they own 40% of it anyway with
All the other stuff they do.
Aramco. Yeah, Aramco
Yeah,
owns
all the
40%
other
of
stuff.
the LPG tour. So what's wrong with another 25, 30%? Let's get some capital infusion. Let's go.
How bad? What's the bad side? with that?
Nobody works harder for their product than the LPGA
Uh-huh.
tour.
I'm with
We've
you.
seen
No
it.
doubt.
I'm with you.
I mean, all this talk about the guys, money, money, money. I'm like, what about the ladies?
Yeah, there's
Who's the
Well-
best? Who's the best? Who's got the best golf swing in the world?
The
Mike-
women's soccer
The
team. has
ladies
put up a
do.
big fuss for a
Ladies.
long time,
Amy Yang,
right?
best golf swing in the world.
Jordan.
Yeah,
I
he's
was
cute.
I'm not taking sides. I'm just trying to like stir up the pot here a little bit. But
No, it's
you know,
No,
there's
reality.
sponsors and
there's
people are going to go
validity.
watch.
there's validity.
And then now what we're going to do? Same thing for hockey. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I was going to tell you, I was actually broadcasting the Women's World Championship
Mhm.
when it was in Plymouth.
Yeah.
And if you remember, the U.S. ladies said, okay, we're going to go on strike.
yeah, I remember that.
Literally the night before the tournament
Yeah.
started.
Yeah.
And these women are rock stars in the
Mhm.
hockey community. They really are. And so when they said,
Probably
we're-
both the most decorative any women's athletes other than Olympic athletes.
no question.
In
And
any sport.
when they said they were going to go on strike, like you should have seen the movement. You could see like literally the rink moving around.
was
like
scattering.
people were scattering going, we got to do something about that. And amazingly, they found a way the next day. But at BC along the lines, and I knew you were going there. What's the downside of that? They're working their tails off across the board. I think that everybody wins, right?
it sucks.
I just think it's going to be engulfed into all of that, and it's going to get pushed out.
It has to because again, I think a stumbling block the PGA Tour 7-8 years ago they could have taken it over and we wouldn't be here
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Another boo.
Plus, I think it looks good for
Yep.
the investment group.
Yep.
And
Yep,
that's
no doubt
their-
about it.
And that's their, I believe,
Their end game.
that's their end game is to get a better public image and a better end product for the world.
Do you know they're our second biggest trading partner next to China?
I didn't even know that. Really? Wow.
All right, next topic.
No, I mean, you know what I was going to say to Mike Fay? I saw him waving his hand. Mike knows a little something about female golfers. I mean, there are a ton of young and upcoming bright female golfers like his daughter, and I
There's
think
a
it's about
bunch.
time they get their due.
There is a whole bunch. Yeah. It has been so much fun going through this with her and watching all the kids grow up and all that stuff. We have to support our kids and the girls playing, and the amount of time it takes to be good at this game is amazing, right? I mean, it really does. You got to be committed, and you know, it's good to see these kids out. I was just going to say that next week we've got the KPMG Women's PGA Championship at Baltusrol, the lower
Baltusrol.
course
Yeah.
this year.
Nice.
Next
Back
year
to the
Uh,
Northeast where the majors belong.
Yes, in Springfield, New Jersey. And the purse is $9 million
Wow.
for that.
Are they playing the upper,
Nice.
Mike? They're probably playing the
They're
upper,
playing
right?
the lower.
They're
Yep,
playing the lower. Wow.
The lower, baby. So
I had two girls
good.
today, two younger high school girls, and they're just kind of starting to get going. And they were kind of asking me and challenging me a couple things I was saying to them. I said, "Hey, do you guys play the piano?" They said, "Yeah." I guess said, "Are you guys pretty good?" "Oh yeah, we're really good." Like, did it take you like a year to learn? What were you like when you first started to play? So we weren't very good. I go, "Well,
There you go.
playing golf is like playing the piano. If I tried playing something right now, I'd be really, really bad at it. And I'd probably be bad for a long time. So get used to an 8 or 10 or 12-year project if you want to
Yeah.
be really good at it.
I mean,
Right.
it's just like
And
piano.
they
You
don't-
get an
they get
annoying
it.
instructor, right? You know, the same thing, right? No different.
But when I aim right, my ball goes to the right. I'm like, well, yeah, because you haven't learned to square the face up
That's
yet.
right.
Yeah.
But
Lot of
one
moving
swing
parts.
isn't going to do it, you know. But that goes for everybody. You know.
Let's talk a little bit about Detroit's major when we come back. We'll keep an eye, obviously, on what's going on out in L.A. Unfortunately, we can't check in with Jason Langwell tonight. Hopefully, we can double back with him next week. And a lot of excitement, a lot of names still popping up. It's just every year it gets bigger and better. We'll talk about that next. Spin on Golf on a Sunday night. So glad you could join us here. 760 WJR.
Tuesday at noon, here the
You've got Greg Ball's email about some of the new. Okay, yeah. Sam.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
We
Sam
talked
Bennett,
last week
Gordon,
about-
Gordon
Yeah.
Sargent.
Liv's gonna be in Spain that weekend, right?
Right
in BC.
Are they in Spain?
Liv's in Spain that weekend of the Rocket Mortgage.
Where are we?
Valderrama, right? In Spain.
No, we'll be in England.
Oh, okay.
Also
Spain.
have
We leave for Spain next week.
Are you going?
And I'm going to
Both of them?
every one of them.
Are
From
you?
now on out, yeah.
we got Matsuyama coming too.
Yeah, I saw that. That's a big one. And
Yeah, we
well,
got to talk about that.
Sargent, let me tell you what. You want to see this guy
That
hit a
guy.
golf ball. I mean, oh my God.
Number
He
one
makes
world
Ryan
amateur.
Brem look short. Mikey,
oh, that thing just snuck in there.
what's that? You did?
Are we talking to Renwick at the end of the show like we have in the past?
Nope.
No.
We're out. He's booting us.
So what's the out time?
57.50.
Why do you hate me so much?
57.50. Yeah, it says it right there.
It's the
I'm not going
same-
to talk
it's
to
the
you.
Same every
Just
week.
look at it.
57.50. I don't have to look at it. I mean, I even know that. I'm not
Why
even
you
a freaking
being
radio
you're
guy.
mean? You're just a mean person, Rager.
Oh,
You guys will hug it out later.
wow. He almost missed that, Rory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
It's a pity. Should have lipped out.
Did you ever go there?
No, I've never been
What
there.
a dump.
Where?
Montreal's old baseball park where the Expos played, Olympic Stadium.
Olympic Stadium.
Stade
You know what? I
Olympique.
went by it because
It's
I
a
went to
dump.
like I
Gary
wanted to
Carter.
see. I played the whatever the British or the Canadian Open qualifier for Montreal, so
Yeah.
I went down there and looked at
Dump.
Lake Calisay. And
That's up.
I
Quebec
wanted to
City,
go down
yeah.
there to see
Well,
that.
that's
Yeah,
in Quebec.
Quebec City, yeah.
Calisay.
Not Quebec City. What was Montreal? The Forum.
The Forum.
Yeah,
Forum.
the Forum is what I saw.
Forum de Montreal.
Montreal is beautiful.
Oh,
I
love
couldn't
it.
believe how good
It's a
downtown was.
wonderful,
It's like,
beautiful
man,
city.
I'm sitting there, and I'm like,
The West Island's
what
incredible.
is so odd about this? It's like, oh, it's clean.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Kanawaki Indian Reservation. We played this golf course. It's pretty cool. Bite. Okay, Rick.
Based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
Welcome back. It's Spin on Golf on WJR, presented by Rocket Mortgage and the Rocket Mortgage Classic coming to Detroit Golf Club June 29th through July 2nd. Once again, here are PGA professionals Jordan Young, Brian Cairns, Mike Fay, and WJR's own Sean Baligian.
Well, welcome back in. Spin on Golf 634 on a Sunday night. Happy Father's Day to you out there. Don't forget Michigan Panther football. Chris Renwick, Jehu Kalkrick coming up 7 o'clock, straight up 7 o'clock. Rocket Mortgage Classic, 2 weeks from today, Championship Sunday of Detroit's major. Just a programming note, I know WJR is going to be out there. I don't know specifically which show is going to be out there, which days. I know that there, in all likelihood, I'm going to be out there with Sports Wrap on Thursday night, Friday night, and then I'll be back with you guys on Sunday for the 2-hour show. But of course, in years gone by, we aren't out there for 2 hours. We're out there for many, many hours.
Yeah.
It's just a fun time. And if you haven't been down yet, chances are if you're listening to this show, you've been down there. But if you haven't been down there, go down there. They go
Yeah, it's
out
cool.
of their way to make it fan friendly.
It's going to be way better. Again.
Yeah.
Really?
Every year. Really.
I mean, more boxes. I mean, what, they have 7? You
Yeah.
said, yeah, 7
Yeah.
boxes this year, platforms. It's just like unbelievable.
I'm
right?
sure we'll hear more names, but of course, the headliners, Tony Finau, the defending champion. Boy, was he on a run last year. Colin Morikawa, Justin Thomas, Ricky Fowler, who oh, by the way, is a couple strokes back now. A
And
couple strokes
Wouldn't
back.
it be great if he could win? And that would just make the Rocket even.
Absolutely.
Although I think he's still going to be good with what he's getting shown here over the last 3 days. But man, if he could win, that would be huge.
And you know what? In keeping with what Rocket Mortgage Classic is all about, I would be remiss if I didn't mention how they continuously give back to the community. It is incredible, whether it be the efforts to bridge the digital divide with changing the course. The numbers have skyrocketed. If I'm not mistaken, off the top of my head, they said it was about 40% 3 years ago, and it's now over 70%.
Yeah, I think it was 72.5%. They gave the exact number.
Oh,
it's pretty incredible. It was mentioned on Paul W.'s show too.
Well,
a couple days ago.
As much as we have talked about it, I think it bears repeating. I mean, you want to talk about giving back, you want to talk about being charitable. I don't think anybody does it like the PGA, the golf world as a whole, because
good
it's not
fix.
a merger. Is that good?
That was good.
Thank you. Tip of the cap to both of you.
So, jeez, about time.
Come on, Mike, help me out here.
Oh, I can't. I'm
crowd here
sorry, you're
tonight,
going
man.
down in flames. You're going down in flames.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, it's fun, and I know, Mike. It was awesome to see your daughter out there last year and watch how excited she was as well. Because to me, that's what it's all about. We're all dads, and watching your kid out there and saying, "Oh my gosh, Tony Finau just walked by," or whoever the case may be. That's a pretty cool thing.
Dad, he's giant. He's a giant, Dad. Look how tall he is. Yeah, it's just fun, right? And very, very cool. And to see all the kids out there too. I mean, just enjoying it and cheering for their favorites. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
We got a couple of kids that got sponsors exemptions, right?
Yeah.
Gordon Sargent, which is a bomber, an absolute bomber, not a big kid, bomber. And Sam Bennett, which I'm excited to see him come to Detroit. And he had a rough day yesterday, I think 79, but man, he was right there. He was 5 under.
It's okay.
So
he's in a good spot this early in his career.
It's good. They're both coming as sponsors exemptions to the Rocket Mortgage Classic.
Tell me about Sargent. I know you mentioned big bomber. He's just not a big guy. He just hits the ball well.
Well, he's got a great swing. Obviously, he played at the Masters. Everybody's talking to him about the Masters. But just picture a rocket launcher right here and just exploding right off the end of the range. I mean,
he swings hard at it too. He swings.
I don't know what his numbers is, but I know he's the talk of all the guys. Yeah,
215 ball speeds.
No kidding.
And 170 is pretty strong.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
175.
215s. I mean,
215.
215. I mean, that's when he's all out, but I think he's cruising at 200.
There is nothing like seeing it up close and personal. I don't care what anybody says. There's
sound.
Nothing. Yeah,
the sound is like
there's.
When we hit it, sounds like.
Yeah,
we're like 158, 160. If we're
I'd take
lucky.
that. That'd be great. How about 148? I'm throwing change-ups out there, Mike.
Like for me, I mean, even coming out, when they're just screwing around on Wednesday, and whether it be the Pro-Am, whatever, just watching the guys hit the ball, it's there's just this sound, and you're like, you gasp, and you can hear like an audible gasp because you're just not used to seeing dudes hit the ball like that,
Yeah, I mean, you can't tell on TV, but like, Rory on number 1 yesterday, he hit it 378 or 388. And then I think he had 205 to the flag and 181 to the front edge. And I had to look twice. See, they called him with a 9-iron. And he flew it to the front edge. He wasn't swinging crazy, but this hole's like 600 plus yards.
And our buddy here, Reek, said, his clubs are jacked.
Yeah, his clubs are jacked up.
Actually, Rory's clubs are old standard.
You can't stick up for yourself. You don't have a mic over there, right?
Well, if Rieger can find a way to hate, he's going to find a way to hate. And I'm going to take these shots right now.
Broncos.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Broncos, right?
He loves Rory, he says. He loves Rory. Rory must be a Bronco fan, too. Yeah.
There it is.
There it is.
That's another reason not to like him. Weenie.
Yeah, Mike Fay's got an orange shirt on. So today, Mike Fay's okay with Rieger because he's wearing an orange shirt.
That's fine.
What do you guys think about the golf course here, LA Country Club? Like 22,000 fans only allowed to get in. I heard it's been a little bit of a logistic, I don't want to say nightmare, but I
was
guess it
reading
is.
That. I was reading that today as well.
I mean, I heard guys even before the telecast start say this is going to be different. I'm not sure. I kind of love the bunkering. I like the way it looks, but it just seems a little different for me. I know BC's going to have his trumped opinion.
I can't.
But
I can't chime in because I can't keep it G.
You can't keep it G.
I can't.
What's G? Is that different than PG?
Yeah, PG.
Politically gross?
Yeah, I guess can't. I can't. I think it's awful. That's all I can say. I think it's just awful.
You think the golf course is awful or just the presentation?
No, I don't think the whole presentation, the whole, I don't know, the telecast, just not groovy at all.
So you said, we were talking earlier on text back and forth this morning, and I was driving here, and you were like, they messed it up again. They screwed it up again. I'm like, yeah, I go kind of like Chambers Bay. Now, Chambers Bay was kind of a disaster. It was a disaster telecast wise.
Yeah,
it was a disaster golf course wise because I don't know what happened, but the greens were just totally jacked. They look like,
right.
They were just they were just dead and bumpy, and they were so fast, and the golf course was weird. And I mean, but I agree, the golf course was a big golf course, and it was more modern.
Right.
This one is very old school, probably redone. And
Stanley Thompson. Well, again, I guess if you want a U.S. Open, you have to use Gil Hans, and I have yet to see one of Gil Hans's redos that are worth a hill of beans. Oh, okay, that's going to get about 26 text messages on my phone here in a second. But I really don't think. I mean, they're going by this line, Mike, of Gil Hans's designs. I mean, does anybody else know how to design a golf course? Besides this guy?
Watching Rory, I believe it was yesterday on the par 5 there, to whack it around the tree and 226. What are you hitting? 6-iron, bounces it over the bunker onto the middle of the. It's just like, okay,
you bounce one over the bunker.
I don't mind that, Mike, because it's that's golf. That's the way it is in the old country. Just take wacky bounces there and there, but don't make it. Don't copy something that was done in the 1800s and expect the same result here in the United States. Is that what we've come to? Okay, we want to make it rough and tough looking like it used to be. And this, come on, it's modern golf. Come on, get on with it. Let's do something different.
I do like the short par 3 though.
Yeah, you know what? In Chambly, you know why I like it? Because Chambly hates it.
I don't even know how I like it.
To your point, I was reading this, Jordan, on Barstool, because the Barstool guys are just teeing off, pun intended.
Oh yeah,
on the LACC.
Oh,
Details on the LACC tickets: 23,000 for sale to the general public, but 14,000 of those were for hospitality.
Oh wow,
those are very expensive.
So 8,000.
8,000 walkers.
Yeah, only 9,000 GA warriors. These are the people that bring the energy, the atmosphere, and that's just a shockingly low number. This has been the corporate open.
Mm-hmm.
If that's
why is it? Is it because of logistics and parking and just the way where it is? I mean, what's the deal?
I mean, look at the grandstands there on number 1.
What grandstands?
Whatever that wall is. Whatever that
are there
thing
any?
is. I don't know.
I don't even see anybody there.
You hear people. I mean, my wife and I turned on not a podcast, but a link from my phone, so I could hear maybe the gallery. Nothing.
Yeah,
I was like, "Is there anybody there?"
It's like watching a club championship.
Yeah. Yeah. Mike, it's
probably more people at the Invitational this week over at I don't know.
Yeah, Red Run or something. But Mike,
Wingate.
Don't players play on that emotions? The crowd's roaring. Let's go.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think you could probably put all the people that were there inside Lionel Richie's house.
You're probably right.
You know what, BC, to your point.
Between that and the Playboy Mansion, for sure.
I'm sure you guys will remember last year, I thought the last hour of the tournament at the DGC was awesome. There was like an electricity that it wasn't just hearing it, you could feel the electricity.
Right, exactly.
It was really, really cool.
Look at what, there's nobody there.
Some of those overhead shots are awful. They really are. They're
I mean, it looks like some of those presidential campaign runs.
Boy from Miami.
Are we? We're not going down that road, are we?
I just had to throw that out there.
Clark with a one-stroke lead over Rory. He's at 11 under. Rory 10 under. Fowler, I think that's 8 under now.
You missed that.
I
You
believe
missed
that's
that putt,
8 under now. So,
Oh man,
that's what I
2 over for Fowler.
I told you, Jordan. I feared it before the round even started.
Come on, Ricky.
The way it finished yesterday for Ricky, I worried about carryover, and let's hope he can find it.
Not worried about it.
Okay.
Not worried
All right.
about it.
I'm going to defer to you. That's for sure.
Let me tell you what, those last 3 holes.
Oh yeah.
Just brutal.
Well, we got to get some birdies here.
Yeah, he's got to get it back to even and then just kind of hang out. All right, we're doing a little late.
All right, final segment of the show, taking you up to Michigan Panther football. Chris Renwick, Jehu Kalkrick will be along. Glad you could join us Sunday night here. Spin on Golf on 760 WJR.
BC,
Yes.
I want you to see if you can share with everyone how Rory McIlroy, this golf club, went completely under the golf ball, right next to the green,
Look
a
at this.
foot off the green.
You guys both got to read this. Look what Portnoy said.
I
Don't say it out loud, obviously.
You know, Mike, the shot he tried to hit. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you want to talk about
It's
misjudging it,
embarrassing.
and you know,
He's not wrong.
have you ever hit a shot like that and gone?
No.
And then all of a sudden,
I
can't
don't
believe
like
it.
him.
I mean, the
but
feeling
Yeah.
is you
I
start
agree.
sweating bullets.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like,
Don't
oh,
say.
shit.
Don't read that out loud.
Yeah, don't read it out loud, obviously. He's not wrong.
No. I like Juan too.
Yeah.
I like him. Yeah, he did a good job. Real good job with the LPGA, and I think he does some good work. But
You know what?
this one will sting a bit.
They keep showing this commercial on there, and I said it last night. My wife was rolling. She said, "Well, how do you want your USGA bag tag on your bag? What does that represent?" I said, if it ain't a golf tournament, what's the point of it? My wife's like, "Well, that's a kind of shitty attitude," and I'm like, no. "Forgot."
What isn't that what it's all about? Golf tournament?
Yeah, golf tournaments, right? Sorry.
Oh, did you swear again?
He said
Sorry,
cannoli. No,
Sorry.
I heard cannoli.
Sorry, Marshall.
I didn't even hear it. I didn't even-
So used to it. We're just
Which one did you use? The S
The
one? or
S.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Look at him. He's like 6, 7, 8, 9.
we're bringing it. Yeah.
Jeez.
I didn't even.
I didn't even know you swore.
I didn't. That's not swear.
Wearing
don't
out
wanna
the
do it.
button.
I don't want to like
It's not
call you
swear.
out.
Clark might win this thing.
I'm telling you.
He's got a bad break there. That lie on number 6, but he's
Hopefully.
okay. He's okay. I mean, you know what? If someone's 9 under making the turn,
They got a chance.
they're in the driver's seat, and it's.
I think somebody's going to get to 13 by the turn.
I don't know. Some guys. I mean, Fleetwood. What? And he did another one.
Who's
and
back at the station, Riggs?
Where's that ball?
That ball is gone.
He hit that
60
in the
yards
woods
left.
left by 50
That's
yards.
gone. Look at this guy. Can't even
Could
get
you
to it
tell him
because
to
he's.
play
How do you hit it?
like the music for me when there's 30 seconds left, so I know when to get out? Thank you. Because I don't have a clock with a second hand here.
I got one.
Of course he does.
Gotta have a second hand. Don't you have a timer on there? Can't you switch your phone there, Sean?
I'm looking for it.
Wow.
114 feet in the air.
That's over by where the
Welcome
goats go to
back.
die.
It's Spin on Golf on WJR.
Gone.
Presented
it's
by
gone.
Rocket Mortgage and the
Eucalyptus.
Rocket Mortgage Classic coming
Yeah,
to
gone.
Detroit Golf Club June 29th through July 2nd. Once again, here are PGA professionals Jordan Young, Brian Cairns, Mike Fay, and WJR's own Sean Baligian.
Welcome back in. Glad you could join us. Spin on Golf on a Sunday night here at beautiful Fox Hills. Boy, it was packed today, wasn't it?
It's always
What
busy.
what day hasn't it been?
Yeah. When
beautiful.
I pulled in, I had to park way back there. Like,
Oh,
way,
you didn't get VIP parking?
no,
You don't have a slot?
Just pull in.
The guy who runs this place won't give me one.
There's a sign there that says Baligian.
Rieger Park there.
It's right next to the dumpster.
Yeah, exactly.
right.
See that silver truck? Yep, that's me right there. But beautiful day out here, and yeah, definitely. If you need some tips, come see these guys too.
Scheffler
And
just
Mike Fay.
whipped it so far left on this par 3. I mean,
It's gone.
it's gone. And then
Gone.
I'll tell you what, if that guy in the bucket hat tries to
The
walk
big guy?
down there and find it, he ain't coming
he ain't
back.
coming back either.
He's done.
He could
he's
just
coming
bury
back
him.
from
Yeah,
down
just
there.
bury him with the ball. Just keep going, buddy.
I told Courtney before this started. Courtney and I had a chance to talk this week, and I told Courtney I like Scheffler personally, and I'm with you. I think he's fading a little bit. Is this a 3-horse race right now? Would you call it a 3-horse race between Clark, McIlroy, and Ricky?
Well, if Scheffler is out of this hole, it's definitely a 3-horse race. I mean, I don't know if he can make a bogey. I think he's going to make double, drop to 5. Now you got guys at 11, 10, and 9, or 11, 10, and 8. And those other guys are way back. So they'd be 6 shots back. And that's a long ways to come in
It's too
11
much.
holes.
It's too much. I mean,
12
I can
holes.
see the last few holes. You're going to make a couple of bogeys, but if you're 4 or 5 back with 4 or 5 to go, you're done.
Mike Fay, who do you got your eye on? Is there somebody you think's going to be the cream that rises to the top here the rest of this?
Well, like we were talking earlier, my hope is Ricky gets his win, but I have a feeling McIlroy's going to put it down. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. As long as we don't make a double. I mean, that's how it goes. You can just barely hit it a foot off the fairway and just be all done.
Well, Wyndham just put it up to
not
like
fun.
what?
I mean, how about the
5
shot
feet?
How about the shot he just hit from that line?
Yeah, 5
Uphill.
feet on the short par 4. He's going to go to 12 under if he makes that. Then he's 4 shots clear of Rory through 6. So he's a third of the way through the round. He might have a 4-shot lead over Ricky. And then I don't know what Rory's going to be at, but I don't know.
Schauffele came up short on an eagle putt, but he
found his ball.
Should be a birdie putt.
Yeah, but he's hitting 3.
Look at that. Look at that.
I
drop.
don't know. Is that a hazard? Is that where we are here?
What would he be dropping it from? Anthill?
TIO, unplayable.
Anthill?
Could be the old fire ant. Look, there's an ant. There's an ant.
Burrowing hole.
Yeah, having a big conversation deep in the woods. This could be huge. Oh, look at that lie as well.
I wasn't sure what kind of an event it was when I walked in the Learning Center, turned the TV on live on the Golf Channel, and it's nobody that really plays golf on the Golf Channel. I'm like, who's this Mark Rolfing guy? Isn't it Mr. Hawaii? I mean, can he just go away? Are they that desperate for people on the Golf Channel?
I don't know.
I don't get it. I don't. I really. I wish I could tell you. I don't.
I heard Greg Norman's looking for a job.
I don't think he needs the dough right
No,
now.
I
I
know.
think he's
Well,
okay,
I think
but
he's all right.
I don't know what he's going to do. But I don't think he's done yet. Actually,
Really?
no.
Oh boy. When BC has that sly smile on his face, that sly smile screams, "I know something you don't."
That's what he.
don't.
That's what he wants you to.
I don't
think.
know. I don't know anything about.
That's what he
Norman.
wants you to think.
I don't know.
All right, Jordan, BC. I'm gonna put you guys on the spot too. Who's gonna finish this?
Wyndham Clark.
Yep.
Yeah.
I give it to Wyndham.
Okay.
Rory's what? 0 for 7 the last. How many? Get in there.
Get in there. Come on.
0 for
Ricky.
7 the last bunch of times when he's had it in contention to lead or to win. I'm not saying that he's supposed to win them all, but I don't know if he's gonna get it done.
It's such a crappy deal. This whole thing's crappy. He can win this one. I don't care.
Wyndham's playing the best golf.
He is. I think he
Yes.
has been for a while as
And
well.
it's a great
Jordan.
story.
Scheffler out of the woods.
Mom passing
literally.
away, right?
Yeah.
From cancer a bunch of years back, and
Yep.
and she told him to do great things and believe in all this. Just a great message. And he's fought his way back, and it's pretty cool. And he just won it. He won what 3 weeks ago for his first win. I just think he's ready to take a major.
All right, it'll be interesting to see. As we mentioned earlier, I think it'd be fun, especially with Ricky coming to the Rocket Mortgage Classic.
Ricky to
That
win.
would be
Ricky to win.
Absolutely, that
great.
would
All
be,
for Ricky winning.
that would be all about the fun. Clark, I can't tell what hole he's on. You guys are gonna have.
How about
to,
the putters? They both
6.
have the
It's on
same
5.
putter.
Thank
And
you, Mike.
And Wyndham Clark, who went to Oklahoma State, who was a Cowboy like Ricky Fowler, and then and he was an All-American. I think he was a freshman all conference. Then he went to Oregon and became all conference there. Ricky was his mentor kind of as a youngster. And so they're playing a practice round and they're messing around with the putters. They end up going with the same putters. And then Ricky cut his putter down an inch and replaced it with a different grip. So he cut his down an inch and put the same putter and same grip on it. And they played together yesterday, and they're playing today.
Speaking of that putter, he just nailed the birdie putt to go up 2 strokes.
They've been putting great, too, the two of them.
Yeah. This is a fantastic finish, and hopefully it'll be light when they finish.
Hopefully I'll be awake when they finish.
Right? Yeah.
I'm going to go take a nap at home after my drive and then wake up and watch the last 6-7 holes.
This is one of those things that BC, I know you're an early riser, and I got to do the Paul W. show tomorrow. It's like,
it's not going to happen.
I got to go to bed, man.
It's not going to happen.
I got to go to bed.
I got to meet Pite at the gym at 6 o'clock, and then I got to go watch them. Oh, no, we're playing the tournament tomorrow. That's right.
Yeah.
No, that's Tuesday. Forget it. Scratch
9
that.
o'clock.
I don't even know what time it is.
But we'll be up. We'll listen to you.
Yeah, we'll be listening. Oh, I'm always
be
listening.
in the car driving by downtown Detroit.
Appreciate it. I'm gonna do my best to. I kind of like your idea. It might be wise to take a little nap, and so my body will go, okay, cool. But the problem is that my body's gonna, when I go to bed, like at 11:30 or whatever, my body's gonna act. Oh, are we gonna take another nap now? That's how my body always acts when I do that. So,
BC, you got time
rocking
for
a hard place.
your nomination?
Yeah.
USGA. Screw them. I mean, this sucks.
Didn't even get the punk of the week.
I was
No.
about to say I was going to give him the last minute.
You know, the people that work the event are awesome. They really were. They're so
They
good to
love it.
James and whatever, but they're awesome. But the USGA dropped the ball on this one. The whole thing sucks. End of story.
Wow.
Nice way to
I
end.
think for all the times we've done Punk of the Week, I don't think there was a more encompassing Punk of the Week.
We should
the USGA.
Put this segment
Punk of the
earlier
Week.
so we finish more on a positive than a negative one. What's that?
Hey, thank you, Rieger. Thank you, Mike Parsons, Mike Fay. Nice to see you guys again. Jordan, BC. We'll do it again next week here. Spin on Golf on 760 WJR. Stay tuned for Michigan Panther football. Chris Renwick, Jehu Kalkrick on the call. Good night from Fox Hills.
I'm Rocky Moselle with StarRegistry.com. Since we were children, we've been told to reach for the stars. It was